The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Able to convert inside.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
LBJ with it. They go down to Davis. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Bledsoe to Middleton. And finishes strong.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot.
Two for two on that trip. Bucks at the controls. To Bledsoe. George Hill. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Cousins. Shot from the lane won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead is 2. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Davis. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. It's LeBron. No good. Middleton. And knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Short jumper off the mark. Bledsoe with the basketball. His team up by 7. Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Hill to Bledsoe for 3. And Eric Bledsoe, tough make there. You can't fault the defender. It's a 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 7, JaVale.
James to Kyle Kuzma. James to Kyle Kuzma. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Across the timeline comes James. Down a dozen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good. A three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. Bledsoe. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Kuzma brings the ball up court. Probing the defense. Kuzma to James. LeBron James, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Matthews cleans it up. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Nice pass to get things going.
Coming right back to you.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
Deep three at the buzzer. We played one in Wisconsin with the Bucks on top here on their home floor. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LeBron into the front court. They trail by 7. Davis to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Davis to James. Anthony Davis lets it go. And the rebound taken by Lopez. To Hill. Adetokunbo to George Hill. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not going down here. To James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
George Hill to Adetokunbo. Anthony Davis tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Giannis with it up top. Up by 3. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
Number 22, Chris Middleton. Stepping in for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 14, Danny Green.
And gets both to drop at the line. LeBron into the front court. 5-point game. Davis to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Brook Lopez. He's 2 for 2 now.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lakers at the controls right now. James over to the right side. To James. Can't connect. Bledsoe with it up top. Up 5. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. Lopez. Brook Lopez. 3 for 3 in this first half.
You see the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's 3 now on 4 shots. James into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Danny Green to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. The Bucks at the controls. To Bledsoe. Probing the defense. Hill. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. LeBron with it up top. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Eric Bledsoe is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 79% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw.
One time.
Knocks down the second free throw. Long key from 3/4 court. So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bucks aren't down by too much at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis.
Let's go.
Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. LeBron James gets a shot up off the mark.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Brook Lopez. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys now down by a point. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. It's a big finish.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
It was right there. Danny Green to James. Short jumper won't fall. Middleton. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Had a chance, but it's no good. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for two.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Ooh, I like that.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down three. To Hill.
Hey, big screen right there.
Adetokunbo to Lopez. Brook Lopez. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. James to Kyle Kuzma. James. Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. Count the basket inside.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
DeMarcus Cousins. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Adetokunbo doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Kuzma to James. Down low, Boogie. Finish that. Hill across the timeline. His guys now trailing by a point. They'll get it down low to Lopez. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. And now it's Kuz at the controls. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Adetokunbo. Giannis Adetokunbo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Screen coming. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Davis to James. In a flash, scores at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Lakers have the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Nikola Mirotic is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Missed the middle one. One more coming. LBJ to Cousins. Kuzma. To Cousins. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Rebound Cousins. Kuzma to James. Around the perimeter. Kuzma to Cousins. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Cousins. The shot, almost. Bledsoe with it up top. Down 3.
Big pick right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. The follow won't go either. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. No good. Defense catching a break there. Bledsoe with the basketball. They're down 3. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Danny Green to James. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Adetokunbo. To Middleton. Beyond the arc for 3. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Hill into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. To Middleton. To Adetokunbo. Won't go down. And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Knocks down the first.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. James to Danny Green. They work it down to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Bledsoe with it up top. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot to Adetokunbo. Add 2 points to the board.
The assist from number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Davis to James. Almost unlucky bounce. Mirotic in a matchup with Boogie. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Anthony Davis. Gutsy take, and that's what you need. Who cares if he's 2 for 6? Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 2, Wesley Matthews.
Adetokunbo to Matthews. Goes to the left side. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Giannis with it up top. Margins 8. The shot by Mirotic. No good. The Lakers get the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers came away with the victory in this one. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bucks couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Milwaukee Bucks lost this game on the scoreboard, obviously, but they really lost this game by not being physical enough. Again and again, they allowed the ball to get inside, and once it was there, it was getting scored. A lot. Their lack of interior defense was most obvious in the first half.
Player of the game.
LeBron James gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.